Hello parents. So in continuation to the video that we posted last week, I have a few more activities that you could do with your children. Take a chart paper or any thick paper and write out different numbers like the ones I have written. There are two ways of doing it. You can see that I have written U and I would have written T and I would have written H. You can do that, or you could just write only the different numbers. So then you shuffle the card and you and your child and maybe the child's sibling also plays. So it could be a group activity with 3 members or with 4 members. Apart from the cards that you have done, so you could make assorted cards in terms of there could be 50 cards of which you could have digits which are being repeated to. You make sure that you do have 0 also included in them. You could also have operation cards along with it, which will be in a separate bundle. You could have addition, you could have subtraction, you could have multiplication, you could have greater than symbol and less than symbol, and division, depending on what age group your child is in. So if your child is comfortable with addition and subtraction, make sure that you have only addition, subtraction symbol with the greater than and the less than. If your child is comfortable with multiplication and division, do incorporate those cards too. So you have 2 piles of cards and now each person gets 2 cards. So let's start. If it is a 4-member game, each person gets 2 cards. Assuming I get these 2 cards and assuming another person has got these 2 cards. So let's say that if it is 2 people who are playing, and please continue the same process for the 4-member or the 3-member game. So now we pick out another operation card from here which is face down, so you don't know which operation will come up. So right now I picked up plus. So this particular person has got cards which are 5 and 0. So when the symbol says plus, all that the person has to do is to add up the digits. 5 plus 0 is 5. The total for this particular person is 5. And the total for the other person who's picked up cards which are 6 and 8. So 6 plus 8 would be 14. And add up this. So between the two, whoever has got the highest gets all the cards accumulated. So the player at the end, after all the cards are done from the lot that you have made initially, the person who has collected the maximum number of cards, of course, you have to total them, and then that person becomes the winner. Now in this, as I told you, you have the greater than symbol, the less than symbol, the subtraction symbol, multiplication symbol, division symbol, etc. You can incorporate as many operations that you feel that your child can actually do. An extension to this is where I have told you that yes, it is U, and here you will have in some which is T, and in some places where it is H which is written. So this means that if I get this particular card and if I get this particular card, the number that comes out eventually with these 2 cards is 205. So the number is 205. And suppose I get the symbol which is say greater than or less than, and another person has got 3 and say 0, which means the number is 300. Remember, in 0 when it is not mentioned, it is in the units place. So it is 300. So which is greater? Is it 205 or is it 300? So that particular person gets these cards together. And once again, the total is done based with respect to the place value that is mentioned here. So do try these activities and let me know how it went on. Thank you.